All right, guys, let's get into our first story. Taylor Swift has some faith leaders furious. Her Tortured Poets Department album, they're claiming that the superstar has crossed the line going from secular to anti-Christian with many of her lyrics off her latest release. Religious critics of Swift's much-hyped record say the songstress's writing implies that Christians are hateful, judgmental, and vindictive people. We are. I'm joking. Yeah,
That's
Shane
like
Pruitt of the Southern Baptist Convention's North American Mission Board, that's a lot of words, pointed to specific lyrics he found objectionable. In the song, But Daddy, I Love Him, she says, But Daddy, I love him. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in their Sunday's best, clutching their pearls, sighing, what a mess. I just learned these people try to save you because they hate you. She's talking about...
This is it's not just that it's not edgy. It's just fundamentally stupid and immature. But who and I don't think she wrote that either.
No, David, she writes her own. Kelly's a big fan of her because, mind you, she's a way better writer, I'm not saying in this case, than a singer. If you think Taylor Swift has a good voice, you're wrong. All right. Have you ever heard?
Wrong.
You're wrong.
You're
Have you ever
wrong.
heard her sing the national anthem? That's my test of who somebody can sing or not. You grab a microphone with no help, just the start, the music playing in the back, and it's all you. The best ever. Whitney Houston, 1996 Super Bowl, I guess. I forgot the year, but she killed it. She was probably high on coke, but that's besides the point.
But it's because it's a package, and you want the person as part of the package. They got to look a certain way. They got to act a certain way.
For sure.
Shake It Off might not be, a work of art, but I kind of like the catchiness of the song.
Oh yeah, because by the way, music to me, and this has been said a lot of times, it puts a spell over you. If you think about it, Dave, you ever listen to heavy metal and rock? It gets you angry. You've heard songs that make you cry. Everything is an emotional, it's like a spell. By the way, we'll get into the witch part of her. But so then she goes on to sing in the same song, God save the most judgmental creeps. The same people she claims sanctimoniously perform soliloquies. And another song, Guilty of Sin, she's going all in. She says, what if I roll the stone away? They're going to crucify me anyway. What if the way you hold me is actually what's holy? Like, okay.
What the hell is she talking about? I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand.
But think about it. The Christian, this guy, Shane Pruitt, he's breaking it down, and it's not just a little bit. She's really, really going in. So I want to ask you guys a question. Are you guys surprised? Like, we've talked about this months ago.
Yeah.
She has literally said that she's a witch. She has done those type of rituals on stage, and I'm not playing this whole, I'm done with the game of, it's art. No, it's not, Dave. It's not art. She hangs out. So all that aside, she hung out with, what's her face? Ice Spice in the Super Bowl. She's throwing up this. People are like, oh, it's rock and roll. No. This is not rock and roll. Those are devil horns. Okay, now she's mocking Christianity. She's not hiding it anymore. All right. I think, because you just said, what the hell is she talking about? Why is she doing this shift? Her masters, the people that are in charge, are telling her, bro, how influential do you think Taylor Swift is? Be honest. My nieces, 8 years old, 9 years old. Taylor, they're brainwashed. They're gone. What do you think?
We live in a fatherless society.
Okay.
Women that tend to listen to Taylor Swift make fatherless homes. Kids grow up. She's listening to Taylor. Taylor has a big influence on the next generation. I'm not playing these games anymore. She's a witch. She's a demon. And you know what? I got married last year, and we've been together for 6 years, and I didn't know she was fond of Taylor Swift.
Your wife?
Yeah, my wife. She didn't bring it up, and I found this after the fact of getting married.
She's a Swiftie after?
Listen, I'm gonna nip this in the bud. Like, I'm gonna solve Swiftness.
Go ahead.
So the album released last week.
Yes.
I go like, baby, come on, let's go for a drive.
Yeah.
Locked the doors. 31 songs. She was allowed to skip 4. Because it was a terrible album. It was a really bad album.
Oh, you heard the whole thing?
Yeah. I was let's see if you continue to like Taylor Swift.
Oh my God, you made her.
So,
you tortured her with Taylor?
2.5 hours driving around.
You swear to God.
I swear to God. You can ask her.
And, is that why she looked miserable the other day?
Yeah. She's no longer a Swiftie.
She was so angry.
She's no longer a Swiftie.
That's so funny. What do you think?
This whole afternoon is going to be just a trauma dump for me and Humberto being married to women who really like Taylor Swift.
Did she hide it?
No, my wife did not hide
And
it
you
when we
still
were
married
dating.
her. I would not marry
I
her.
still married her because at that point Taylor Swift was not as heavily involved in all these crazy things.
Yeah.
But before we even get to, the witchcraft and the political stuff, I want to talk about one of my main issues with Taylor Swift.
What is it?
Bad writing. Like, I would argue that her writing is nowhere near as good as she makes it out to be. And I know Kelly's
Kelly
standing
is
up about to
about to-
deck me right now.
We're
Guys, Kelly's off camera rolling up her sleeves going, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
kill that.
the way some of her songs are written, you can tell she was so proud of herself when she set pen to paper on these certain lyrics, and they are the most ridiculous, pretentious things you have ever heard in your life. Okay, first of all, tortured poets department. Since when is a bubblegum blonde billionaire pop star a tortured poet?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. By the way, because I want you to keep going. And the chat, I want to know the chat, and don't front. Are you a Swiftie or not?
I'm doing the poll right now.
Yeah, are you guys
right
Swifties?
now.
Do you guys, who loves Taylor Swift? Yes or no? Do you love her? Go ahead.
To
Go ahead,
quote,
Con.
quote the only negative review I saw of this entire album, and it was published anonymously because the last time they did this, Swifties sent death threats to the author.
Yeah.
This review, I believe, was by Paste Magazine, said Sylvia Plath did not put her head in the oven for this. That's what true tortured poets used to do.
Oh my God.
Taylor Swift is not that at all. But like even on her last album, which I know more about Taylor Swift than I ever wanted to, because anytime my wife drives, it's what we have to listen to.
Oh, no.
When she
Can you allow that? American women, there's some power.
honor, I
you
think-
think my wife will change the radio when I'm in the
you
car?
gotta pick your battles,
Sorry,
man.
I'm
You
Latino.
You gotta pick your battles.
gotta
Well, she cooks.
Pick your
you know,
battles.
yeah.
It's the key to a happy marriage. But when she wrote down on her previous album, whichever that one was, I can't remember, my covert narcissism I disguise as altruism like I'm some kind of congressman. Like, you were so proud of that when you wrote that one, weren't you, Taylor?
Yeah. She thought-
What it really sounds like to me is like a 13-year-old in the
Yes.
body of a 30-year-old writing what they think are edgy lyrics. First of all, the attack on Christianity is, I remember it from when I was a kid, attack on traditional Christian conservative principles.
Yeah.
I remember with Obama talking about, Bible-thumping, gun-toting,
gun-toting, yeah.
middle American Christians. I'm just concerned, now that you mention all of this in the plot, she's talking these anti-religious things and then saying Florida is a hell of a drug. Is she trying to send Swifties to Florida to change the voting demographic of the state?
Oh,
I mean, now I've just put
wow.
2 and 2 together.
Holy crap! But guess what? I wouldn't put it past you because none of the. But guys, nothing is by accident. I know we're gonna get into. We might touch on the protests later. What's happening? Nothing like that is it's organic. She's doing it. They brainwashed them early. She's turning them away from God. And then guess what's gonna happen sooner or later in a couple months? Hey guys, I'm Taylor Swift. Don't vote for Donald Trump. That's all this is gonna be. By the way. Have you guys seen videos of the audience of her crowd when she's singing?
It's crazy. They're in trance.
crying
They're
and
in trance.
passing out like it's like.
Well, when people stop being religious, they substitute other things for religion. So
Yeah.
that these people are having religious, spiritual experiences when they listen to Taylor Swift
oh
songs.
my God.
And you know what? What a lame way to do it.
I
like,
know.
I'm not against talking shit about the big one if you're making good music about it.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne,
Yeah, Ozzy, we got it.
Mayhem, Burzum, Dark Throne, like all these
Yeah.
black metal bands. Incredible music.
Yeah.
But that's cool. This is not cool. Like, you're in your 30s. You should be putting up signs that said faith on your walls.
Yeah, faith, love,
Faith,
live, laugh, or
love.
whatever.
That brings up another important point, actually, because that one,
Jesus.
but Daddy, I Love Him off the last album, I've seen that become incredibly popular with Christians who are in the deconstructing their faith stage. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's a big thing within church now, particularly anyone who was raised in the church from like the early 90s onwards, where they grow up and they start to think, I need to question all this and really deconstruct and break down everything about Christianity. Basically, what it leads to is, well, I don't want to be a Christian. I just want to claim I'm spiritual.
It's all your guys' fault. As a Catholic, the original true church, we don't fuck around with those things. You guys start your own churches, and this one here, this one there.
But wait a minute, your Pope right now is not being Mr. Catholic guy.
We had worse. We had
I
way worse.
understand, but
We had
this
worse.
Pope, hold on, for all the
terrible.
Catholics, this Pope is like, what, trans? Get your ass in here. Strip, take your pants off, make up. It's, by the way, and I know Catholics from Italy, that are like, F that guy. Like,
Yeah.
I guess he's fallen ill. They're like, good. I'm like, geez,
But
Louise.
the deconstruction crowd and the people that really, really respond to that song in particular,
Yeah.
it's mostly just complaints about the church wouldn't affirm whatever brand of sex I wanted to have, so I left.
Of course. Yeah.
And it's a baseless complaint.
Yeah, and if you guys think about it, but guys, she is a plant. Her relationship with Travis Kelce is a plant, and you know who he is. He's the guy, Rob, that did the commercial to everybody put the funny juice in their body.
Well, you could get two at one time. That was it.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
you get two. Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Two at one time. And by the way, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. There's a couple of things that are happening in the world and in England and, cancer and myocarditis. It's not doing good. But by the way, this leads to me with Taylor, her being a hypocrite, especially when it comes to climate change, okay? Here's a video. Kelly's going to play this video. By the way, I'll say this first. In 2020, this is what she said about climate change. She said it's one of the most horrific situations that we find ourselves facing right now, especially young people. No shit, Sherlock. Kelly, show this video. This is Taylor Swift's. By the way, she's been trying to take this down off the internet. This is her 2023 private jet carbon footprint. Look, yeah, lower the music. Look at that. Look at her. That's her private jet. She has two of them. Look.
If it were to go to
Wait,
draw
she has two
satanic,
of them?
She has. But look, yeah, Rob. Look.
dude, she's drawing a satanic star right there now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But wait. Keep looking. This is Taylor Swift. Okay, 270 times the amount of CO2 emissions than the average person. Look at this. She keep going, Taylor.
But
Keep going, Taylor.
Vinny, she has to bring the world the joy of her music.
Yeah.
She needs it. You don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
Exactly. And then, but look, it's still going.
Seems like a lot, Nashville to LA.
Taylor Swift is killing us, Kelly.
Look at the tons going up on the bottom right now. 1,000
Oh my
tons.
God, tons.
Oh, where'd
she's
she go
still
there?
not, where the hell did she go? Africa?
No.
South America?
South
Yeah, she went to, I don't know.
Oh, no, there she went. She went overseas.
She went overseas.
So that's
She went to
racist as well.
By the way, okay, FYI, she put out enough emissions than 67,534 cows just farting and crapping. And by the way, the globalists tell us to get rid of the cows. Really?
Wow.
Well,
Really?
if you couple that emissions with the farting of her crowd, I mean, you might have a lot of cow
Oh
farts.
my God,
also.
that might be something serious. But again, it's the hypocrisy, especially of these elites. Just like, what was it, John Kerry? He's like, he was in Congress. He's like, they're like, well, you're Mr. Climate guy. You have a private jet. Oh, that's my wife's jet. Oh, okay.
Wait.
Hold on,
She owned a company that chartered.
Yeah,
private
chartered them. So
Yeah, not just one. Like
multiple. But then he had
what-
one as well.
What do you expect him to fly, Coach? I mean, he can't fly regular
With that
planes.
head? With the
gotta
size of his head?
They got to fly to Davos to lecture us on the climate. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
Eric
that could
Adams
have
was
been an
caught.
email. Davos could have been an email.
Eric Adams was caught on a plane coming back from Miami, going to New York,
I
and he got
love
heckled.
it. Oh,
The
the
only
man.
thing I'll give Eric Adams credit for one thing: he's flying commercial. I mean, good for him.
I respect that. And he kept us
Hypocrites.
cool.
They're all hypocrites.
He kept us cool. But all hypocrites. And again, just to wrap it up, she's says she's a witch. She has all these rituals at her concerts. And it's not, guys, I want people to go try to talk crap. Oh, Vinny, it's art. How many more things does she have to tell us? She's a witch. She's going against Christianity. And she's poisoning the world. I'm
Well,
not.
and making bad albums.
I'm having a deep thought right now.
I love
by
deep thoughts.
going against a religion and by making overtly anti-religious statements, it is sort of placing oneself in a position as a god in her own mind. I have no doubt that she thinks she's a god that replaces the traditional values and teachings of religion.
And you nailed it.
Bada
And that's
bing,
what
bada boom.
Connor was. Dude, you
Well,
two.
I just stole Connor's thought. It's mine now, and I
yeah,
had it.
but it's over. It's his.
Typical Canadian.
Typical Canadian.